Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Heinman, and I am your host. And this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job or they completely and totally screw it up. And this one's about a judge. Oh, gee, I'm shocked and surprised. Okay, so this one's coming to us from James Freeman. He got a citation for traveling through Arkansas. They thought that they had a drug felon. Ooh. And he spent the night there and showed up. And they told him that, oh, we rescheduled it for you because the judge can't show up. He had court. Yeah, well, something came up. That must be nice. Yeah, it reminds me of that judge that kept saying, I'm working hard. I get in about 8 o'clock and I leave about 4. And so they started watching him, and at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, his car's still sitting at home. And then he gets into work, and then he goes to lunch, and that's about noon, 1 o'clock. And he gets back and he sits there for 2 hours, and then he gets back in his car and goes home. And but he said he worked from 8 to 4. And this was every single day. And they came back and said, no, you're frauding the American public, and we are going to not let you be a judge anymore. So that one worked out well. Anyway, this is James Freeman. Check him out. See what you guys think. Go over to his channel. Tell him I sent you over there. And show him some love. Hit his subscribe, his share, and his like button. And here you go.
Oh no. Did I go in portrait mode? I thought I flipped it. Crawford County Courthouse. Is that the right phone number for here? 479-474-1511.
Well, I don't use the phone number here, so I think it's 18 something. But that one might be one of them. There's several lines in here.
Oh, okay.
It's only one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. So I showed up for court this morning. Crawford County, Arkansas. 300 Main Street in Van Buren, Arkansas for, in case you guys don't know, Institute for Justice has a lawsuit against these people out here for profiling vehicles with out-of-state plates, trying to stop drug trafficking. Well, they profiled me and pulled me over a few days ago and gave me a court date. And so I got a hotel and stayed here for a few days. Missed Audit Palooza in Florida to wait to go to court today. Under the threat of a gun, under the threat of violence upon me, I agreed to show up here. With a gun to my head. With a gun to my head, I agreed to show up on October 17th. Nope, sorry, that was when I signed the agreement. On October 21st, 2024. And get a hotel, stay here for 2 days. I show up to court today, and they said, oh, we rescheduled it for you for the end of November. And so I said, look, I live 1,000 miles away. I got a hotel room for 2 days to sit here to wait for your court date. Now you're going to tell me you just rescheduled it? I'm here. I filled my obligation to show up. And the court clerk, you know how they are. You do as you're told, or men with guns will come and get you. They do whatever they want. And so while I told her, look, you need to give me signed, stamped documents saying that I was here, because they want to just send me on my way and just say, oh, don't worry about it, you got a new court date. No, 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 no. Under threat of violence, I signed a piece of paper saying I'd be here. You're going to give me a signed, stamped document saying that I was here. And so she finally agrees to do that, all huffy and puffy. And then as she's doing that, the other court clerk is on the phone with somebody who's trying to call in to reschedule their court date. And just with that nasty, arrogant attitude, the other court clerk is sitting there saying, well, you either show up or you'll get a failure to appear and there'll be a warrant put out for your arrest. Literally, as the court is telling me, oh, you know what, the judge is literally failing to appear on your case, somebody else is saying, hey, I need to reschedule. And they're saying, well, so I told her, all right, cool. Well, now that I got this signed, stamped copy, I'm putting a warrant out for the judge's arrest for a failure to appear. You threatened me at gunpoint to show up to your thingy that I don't consent to at all. I never harmed anybody, but I agree. Hey, I'll come give you money. I get it. I get the extortion racket. I'll come give you money. I show up and you don't. I think the judge needs to be arrested. You know, why is there no excuses for any of us, but there's an excuse every time for them? And they sit there so arrogantly proclaiming like, oh, well, we have so much to do. There's so many people who come through this system. Bitch, you don't think I got things to do? You don't think I got stuff to do? I got a wife and 6 kids and a business to run. All right? I actually produce the money that pays for your government to exist. Do you understand that? There's a productive sector, and then there's the public sector. We produce to make sure your welfare ass can still exist. But they so arrogantly proclaim that they are so much more important, that they have things to do. Bish, if I don't do what I do, and the rest of us like me who actually produce in society don't do what we do, you don't get to exist. You don't get it, do you? You are literally a welfare whore, and you're sitting here bossing me around. So anyways, there you go. If you guys, that's Crawford County District Court in Crawford County, Arkansas. That's how they do. So I got my signed document saying that I showed up as promised. I did not sign another and it was promised under threat of violence too. It wasn't promised because I agreed to anything. It was promised under threat of violence. I showed up. I got a document saying I showed up. They didn't show up. I didn't sign anything new saying that I would agree to appear to something new. I showed up and they didn't. I'm dismissing this case. This case is dismissed. Y'all get out of here. Y'all go home. It's dismissed. Have a good one, everybody.
My husband.
All right. Well, thank you, James. That was interesting. Guys, go over and check out James Freeman's channel. He has a lot of good stuff out there. He's been one of the longest, auditors out there. He does a lot for the community. And let me know what you guys think. All right. You guys have a good one.